Urkdar playing Bishop Elijah. I think Bishop Elijah usually means sockets these days. This hand is a little bit close. It's pretty good in the composition of resources and non-resources that it has, but the fact that... Okay, actually just drew a blood there. I was saying this hand needs to draw into the resource. We do need a second blood threshold at some point. Drawing this blood means I really don't need more resources anytime soon, so get even on resource with this guy. What did the troops do to me? Show me on the doll where the troops touched you. Alright, let's play this blood shard out. Play Acolyte of Flame. Looks like sockets. There's been a Tri-Shard sockets deck that's been popping around. Just sweet. I'm excited to see how this plays out if they're playing the Tri-Shard build. Animus of Nulzann. Well, that's... So, one of the things I feel like you really don't want to do with the sockets deck is do what my opponent has done here, which is just like expose your Animus to this turn 3 Herofall for no value. I feel like you really want to try and get like some amount of triggers out of it, even if it means like waiting till like turn 5 to play it if you don't have a sentry. So 3/4. When this another socket troop enters play under their control, they get to exhaust one of my things. This is a matchup where Scars of War isn't going to be particularly good. Man, that's a lot of shards. I suppose I could combine Scars of War along with a block from this Acolyte to pressure my opponent a little bit. Naive Lackey, Withering Gaze. Let's take a peek here, see what they got. Runebind, their altar maybe. Sorceress Sculpting. Okay, looks like it might just be Diamond Sapphire sockets. So I'll take a picture, take a Sorceress Sculpting away. I'm gonna go and play out this Lackey as a chump blocker, and then play this out, put a non-resource on top of my deck. It smells like Declan might have made me a Christmas present. I'll be right back. Did you make me a Christmas present? Yeah, you did. Alright. Hey! Declan, come on, dude. No blocks on that one. Come on, dude. Why you gotta hide? Hero falls one turn too late. Don't you want to clean pants? I swear, me pressing go live makes them poop. So I'm gonna play one card out here, so I might as well play the resource. Go be Tugboat Captain. Okay, for non-resource on top of my deck here. Now the question is, do I want to hero fall one of these? Oh, this one doesn't have plus defense. Alright, well I'm definitely gonna hero fall this though. Just get that right on out of there. Ooh, I didn't realize they had a resource up. That was a loose play on my part. The fact that they had a resource up means I should have waited to do that till their turn. Definitely bad Herofall timing. Didn't assess the board when I sat down. Oh no, they buried my sorcerer sculpting. What's going on, Immortal? Merry Christmas to you too. She got over there guidance. I'm assuming this is going to flip this back out. Yep. Hopefully they play another thing out here. So I know they have Heartsworn Caller and Exalted Professor in their hand. So they have Heartsworn Caller and then one card I don't know right now. I'm going to guarantee non-resource on top of my deck here. Hammer my champion power. I'd really like to draw a Dark Heart. Asking you shall receive. I guess now the question becomes, do I want to play this out now? Or do I want a Scars of War instead? They get to draw another card if I don't Dark Heart now. But I'm probably taking 6, 7, 8, 9. But I guess I'd get another card out of my Scars of War. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and play this. Be a little greedy, as my border implies I am known to be. So even though my opponent's playing a Sockets deck, Dark Heart is quite good in this matchup because their Altars of Nulzann are cards that we just like have to keep off the table because they generate a lot of card advantage from my opponent's deck. Okay, so we're probably gonna see a Troop, and then Smash Me. How's it going, mate? That's an exceedingly good draw. I guess not really. I guess it's not that good. I'm gonna start by attacking with this. It's gonna die anyways. Okay, it's a fair block. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this, see what we get. Oh, I guess this leaves me kind of dead, right? Is that a bad? That was a bad play, right? Now I played this. Yeah, and this is gonna come back to bite me, probably because of that turn I Runebound. So now they just get to play their card and then attack me with both of these and kill me. They drew an altar, sure, yep. So we're dead here. If I had more like a Strangle, we'd be in a pretty good spot here, but I shouldn't have paid that health. Well, I guess we're kind of in trouble regardless of how I slice that, right? Because like I have less cards otherwise. Yeah, so it's exactly dead. If we had a Strangle here, we'd be in a pretty amazing spot, but we don't, so we're dead. Needed a piece of spot removal to follow that up there. Alright, Arcing Rust is great, Stalking Quarry is great, obviously. Feeding these dorks. I'm trimming a Candlelight. Cannibalize is very good. Withering Gaze is a little medium. I think Massacre is better than Scars in this matchup. That's what my gut says. I need one Scars of War in. See how this goes. I definitely think I messed that game up a little bit. Bounce back. I'm gonna run a diaper upstairs real quick. Oldest son. It's pretty impressive how far in that game we were for the fact of how long they had Altar of Nulzann going, right? Like my Altar of Nulzann's like my opponent's single best card against us. It probably drew them, what, like 4 or 5 cards that game, and we were still, if I would have played slightly tighter or my opponent hadn't ripped the Dragon Speaker Dahlia, the turn they did, we probably would have been able to steal that, even though their altar was just going the entire time. It's pretty good. It's hard to pass up. We could just miss on a resource and die, but it's pretty hard to pass up the Stalking Quarry. Withering Gaze is actually a pretty good pickup here. It means we can take an altar before they play it. Two Guidance and a Verdict of the Ancient Kings. I think I'm actually just gonna take a Guidance here, right? Like, my power play is the Stalking Quarry anyways, so I think I'd rather just like to snag some of their consistency. And as far as redrawing one of these cards, though, I'd much rather redraw Guidance than a what's it called, right? I'm assuming this is finding a shard for them. They're hoping for a slow shard here. We're hoping for some blood sources here. Okay, Acolyte of Flame's not a bad hit. Hopefully we hit blood next turn, and then we can champ power this, plus Haunting Cry and Strangle. And this hand was a little bit risky in a keep in terms of like the things that we had, right? They're just gonna play their Animus back out because that's what they did last game. So we really need to hit a Strangle here to not fall behind our blood. That's another ruby. That's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate for us. Opponent just like making this terrible play of like playing this out again and like not able to punish them this time around, which sucks for us. I was expecting that to happen considering they did it last game too. God, that's a real beating right there. There's only 8 shards in our deck that only make ruby, and we've drawn half of them this game in 10 cards. Let's see if we hit another ruby. All right, God bless, we didn't. So we did this. I guess we were gonna need to play this regardless, right? So we get to play this and then smash them. Unless they drew exactly a Runebind here. I suppose if they drew a Runebind, I could champ power to try and make this happen this turn. They have Verdict, Skittergear Gang, 2 cards that I don't know. 100% have a Runebind, of course. Good beats. What are the odds they have their best card? 100%. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. And draw a shard this turn, of course. Oh, yeah, sure. Like, this game, I feel like we just got pretty exceptionally unlucky here. Declan Scott, come here, buddy. Alright, Dark Art's not bad. Not the worst by any stretch of the imagination. They have Verdict, Skittergear Gang.
Come play with this.
Mash with this, see what they do. Yeah.
Go play with this. No.
Gonna get this down. Mom's working on some stuff, dude. This guy, when it dies, it makes a couple of things. We're hoping to hit another Stalking Quarry here, actually, right? It's tough being 2, huh? This is a little bit of a danger of Arcing Rust, right? Like, opponent just, like, doesn't have any things for us to Arcing Rust. So, I guess I'm gonna Herofall this, so this is just a one of, yeah, instead of both games. And I guess we're just passing back here. The fact that this Animus trigger makes the entire game a lot more difficult for us, right? Like everything they play is much larger now. Am I just supposed to be smashing here? I feel like I'm just supposed to be smashing here. Yeah, that's probably the case. Like, gobble these up. They're pretty obligated to block here, right? They have Verdict and then 3 cards we don't know at this point. Bury a bunch of cards off my deck. It's a reason to wait on this Fate Weave. So go ahead and do this now. Now the question becomes... I want to just hit this Massacre, and I think I'm going to wait here. I'm going to go ahead and pass back. Don't really care about any of those. Just pass again. Okay. Alright, I'm going to Massacre. Try and bait this Verdict out of their hand. And kind of take it or leave it. Yeah, if they want to Verdict this, that's fine. They could have another Interrupt here, and like that's why they're burning that Verdict here, like they haven't been playing cards out. So a second Interrupt, yeah, is not unreasonable here. I'm gonna go ahead and ship with this, and then if they double, I can Strangle this. This matchup seems hard. I don't know. I feel like our opponents like drawn exceptionally well both games, and we've thoroughly been in this game, and like this game we've drawn pretty poorly, right? Like we've got 2 Arcing Rusts and they just like haven't they randomly generated a Whim. I feel like assessing this matchup as difficult is like super biased towards what you've seen in these 2 games that have played out. They have exactly the same number of artifacts. Again, it's just like by putting a card like this in my deck, you're like hoping that your cards line up well against what they're doing, and that's just not always going to be the case. You have more cards for this Interrupt. They have a 3rd Interrupt here. It's probably exactly the same rate. It's probably 4 Sentry, 4 Altar, 4... Maybe they don't have some Dark Arts in their deck. Runebind, sure. Please try and get back your Animus. Please try and get back your Animus. Please try and get back your Animus so I can punish you. Depth Crawler. Alright. Going on here? Why can't I respond? Got a little lag, maybe? Oh, I have to click OK, and then I can respond. So they're getting back their 0-1, so that way... Opponent getting punished for missequencing here. My opponent should have not played this out before they activated this, because they would have gotten to play the Altar and then played this immediately to draw a card. With 3 MC and fewer Animus, well, those players are very dumb. I could see playing less than 4 MC isn't completely unreasonable, but playing less than 4 Animus is just budget or wrong. One of the two. It might be a budget consideration. I don't know how much they cost, but it's definitely wrong. No, MTGO Traders is closed for today, so I'm unable to borrow cards. I could like be aggressive and sack this Dark Heart to my champion power, but I think that's a little bit too aggressive. I think I want to just leave this out. I'm gonna hit a Candlelight or a Naive. Like I haven't played any Naive Lackeys in the top half of my deck, right? It's like actual 0. At some point we'll hit a Lackey and get to do this. Like, Animus is like one of those cards that's like, this is the reason we're playing this deck, is to play Animus, or like playing less than the max number. It's just super wrong. Stalking Quarry comes in and kills them. With every nerd we ream, Jeff continues to beam. What does this mean? Exclamation part, gank beam. What's going on, Uber Mikey? Thanks for the 213 sub, I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything here. I think I'm happy with what we did. They have a lot of counter spells post board. I'm gonna cut this Scars and bring this Withering Gaze in. I feel like they have Guidance in their deck too. So they like have a lot of cards that we could possibly take. They have like multiple. They have what, 3 verdicts that game? Also gets rid of all the double ruby cards out of my deck. This hand's okay. It's like not exciting, but it's fine. It's got like playable thresholds and 3 reasonable cards. Sentry on 1's kind of scary. Alright, this is actually a great draw, because it means we have to spot check for an altar here. Alright, the rest of their hand is actually pretty bad here, right? I'm gonna get to Herofall this MC and take the other one out of their hand now that I'm taking the Runebind away. I'm sure they're about to just like draw an altar off the top, but well, we'll deal. So Sentry free MC hopefully. That leaves them with an MC that we know about and then 1 new card. We'll go ahead and get frisky with the Sentry, I like it. Play this. I'm gonna go ahead and put a non-resource on top of my deck here with this. Again, would love to draw an Arcing Rust, right? Like, shoot down your whole board. And again, someone's asking about the artifact count in this build, and I think, you know, just like the artifact count we saw last game, which is kind of an anomaly. Sometimes our draws just don't involve a lot of artifacts. I don't think you're not supposed to not bring the Arcing Rust in or anything like that. Massacre, that's a good one. Alright, well, we're just gonna snap this Herofall and hope their 1 card we don't know isn't an interrupt. Yeah, the artifacts are the good cards is a great way to summarize it. So we want MC. I'm not gonna hit this just yet. Like, we don't. One of the things that's good to know about your champion power in a matchup like this, you want to pick. Look how excited we are. Look how excited we are. Yeah, I do actually. I have a written article. It's not a video, but it's how to hex. There you go. Okay, so they're getting their MC back to their hand with their champion power. It's pretty expected. If we rip a non-slow shard, we can just massacre this board, which would be great. And I guess I get 3 shots of non-slow shard, right? Because I get my draw step, plus my lackey, plus my champion power. Which one you want, dude? I also could just do that. That's probably what we're gonna do. Alright. Destroy up to 3 artifacts. I picked these 3, Pikachu. Oh, you know what? I should have done that during their ready step, right? We didn't get punished there, but that 10 out of 10 should have happened during my opponent's ready step. In case they had a verdict. Rude. Yep, you're not wrong. Alright, there's some... Play him a 0-3s, concede the game. Yep. Which one you want? Ooh, we got a holiday promo card. The Reezer Board Shredder. Hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Monday. Like to go first. Okay, Distant South playing Haraza here. It's keepable. Feels a kind of loose. Like again, the big problem is that it's going, dude. If this had like a second blood in it, it would be like a sneeper. But like, I guess it's pretty good with these 2. I'm gonna keep this on the play. What do you want to do? I can't tell. You want to pick? All right. Okay, so Blood Ruby sockets. And again, that's like one of the dangers of keeping this hand. There's exactly five shards that make only ruby in my deck, and we just drew one of them. This like feels really bad. Your aunt is upstairs. Do you want me to bring it down? So I need to Fate Weave another resource to the top of my deck here because I need a blood for this hand to be functional. It's probably gonna be a Thought Collector. Yep. Alright, finally hit a blood. We have a non-resource with this. Naive Lackey's actually a pretty good draw here. They'll be able to jump in front of. I guess I want to do that. Nah, I'm just gonna hit my champ power actually. Let's just do this. The research. So I spent time Fate Weaving resources, and there were just like a bunch of shards on top of my deck. It's unfortunate. So you have to go Nefarious Corruptor into Banner here, or Quench into Banner. Yeah, so like, do I want to? I think I want to just Strangle this, keep them off of charges here. So we'll take a lick for 3 from this. Alright, Dark Heart is an excellent draw here. We'll have to draw a card off our deck with this, but there's a Burning Banner here too, so... Not surprised to see them keep the Burning Banner there. I guess we could see them play the Nefarious Corruptor here. That'll deal damage to us with this Dark Heart. Being able to take their banner off the table is a pretty big game here, though. Oh, I knew about this, right? I knew... This has deploy charges in it, too. Interesting. Take a look for 2 here, just mono resources on top of our deck. I feel like maybe I messed that up. I don't know, it's close. We knew about the Sabertooth, but I don't know that we really could have avoided it. We're heading towards the second banner here now. Might be in a Champ Power My Abomination type point of the game. Haunting Cry. Alright, let's start with this, see what we find. Withering Gaze and more shards. Good stuff. What do you got? Repoplers. Alright. Alright, I guess I'm doing this. I think I'm just playing this in passing. It's an Arcing Rust matchup. It's probably a non-zero amount of Arcing Rust in, right? It's actually just lethal. Man, I'm running pretty bad. Withering Gaze seems pretty poor in this matchup. Scars of War seems excellent. Massacre doesn't seem particularly good. Disruptor Drone is fantastic. Kills their banner. Is there a Riposte matchup? Probably not. It's probably a Cannibalize out matchup. Bring in a couple of Arcing Rusts. Maybe it's just one Arcing Rust. I hate that. Withering Gaze is kind of meh. It probably gets worse post-board. Even a couple of these, one of these. How's Stalking Quarry? It's probably fine. Bring in one Stalking Quarry. Yeah, let's bring one of these in. Let's do that. What? Yeah, you crumpled my napkins up into a tiny ball. It was rude. It was rude. Hey, that is not okay, Declan. Pick. You want to watch bots? You want bots? Marty Punker. Oh, jeez, I don't have my headset on. Marty with the insanely generous donation while I'm mid child wrangling. Thank you very much, Marty. I appreciate that. Merry Christmas from my family to yours. Thank you for all the great streams this year. I look forward to many next year. Thanks for being here, Marty. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless Ice. God bless Ice. Hopefully this is one of those Ice finds an Ice, chains into like the first 3 to 4 resource drops. If we hit Running Blood here, we get to do this into a champ power later too. And if we hit Ruby, we get to Scars of War, so... Acolyte plays defense nicely here. We've spent a Primordial Sabertooth on half my Acolyte of Flame. Deal. My lackeys can line up to best defend me here. ZX Judgment. Discard a random. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just kind of don't want to lose that. Just a fucking joke. That's how we've been running so far, right? Yeah, I got 3 cards. I don't care if we discard. Just bin the one we care about. I am basically. I'm trying to commit seppuku, like these lackeys are. Just doing my best here. Yep, why not? Is what it is, right, chat? Cannot win all of them. We'll flood it a little bit in that first game after keeping a medium hand. This game we got no shards. What's going on, Sage? Gwen, sure. Sure. Come and get it. Yeah, right? If they bury 2 shards here, I'm gonna concede. Wow! God bless you, opponent. Merry Christmas. Holy dicks. Just like... no shards and like 9 cards. Holy crap. They were on 5. They were on 5 turn 5. So I Fate Wolf 1, and then I'd had 3 more, 4 more, 5, no shards, and 6 cards. I mean, it was lucky that they missed twice. That was good for us. And again, like, those are the games that you just have to, like, play through, right? Like, there's games that you're going to lose when you're playing a game that has variance by design, where just, like, through no fault of your own, you're just, like, not going to have anything you could do, and you're going to lose those games, and that's okay. I think that hand was a fine keep. We had plenty of reasonable hex cards. Like, expecting to draw a shard drop at some point in your first 4 draws is not unreasonable. Herofall. It seems a little medium. They've been playing Sapphire Wild Control, so we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Double Gaze is probably pretty good. Massacre Scars is probably a little medium. There could be an argument for like shipping this hand back because it doesn't have a third shard in it, but I feel like Double Gaze is kind of hard to pass up when I know my opponent's likely playing a control deck. Let's take a peekaboo here. What we got going on? Runic Growth, Palm of Granite. All right, so they're playing mono wild bullshit. Take this Runic Growth because that's like, I'm just gonna take both those things actually, right? Yeah, just give it to me. I'm sure we're gonna draw this Pomegranate next turn and feel real bad about it, but it is what it is. What it is. Stock in this Massacre just went way up. It's like Microsoft or Bitcoin. Everyone's like, yo dog, let me tell you about this Massacre. Alright, that's an excellent draw. Let's pick it right on up here, not stumbling and dying this game. Yeah, I should have played the Ruby there to hold up Scars of War, but yeah. There's the Clobs. Give them the Clobs. Alright, I'm gonna Fate Weave a non-resource to the top of my deck here. We're gonna take a hit from this next turn. And I assume we're gonna see a Exalted Pathfinder play out here. The plan is to let this happen. They play a shard, they draw a card, and then I'll Massacre. Remember, the minus on Massacre is permanent, so when my opponent's momentum bonus wears off next turn, it will kill this Exalted Pathfinder. Yeah, exactly, Barty. Cannibalize is a little late. It would have been nice to be able to play this last turn. Use our resources efficiently, but that's fine. It's still a good Massacre turn. Finish off Neo. Do what they Fate Weave to the top here. They could use that Fate Weave to get guaranteed ramp with us. They did not. They need some action. You got opponent Pomegranate. Sign me up. Alright. Shards on shards on shards. So half their cards are wild shards right now. I don't think I actually want to play the dark. Well, let's take a peekaboo, and that'll tell me for sure what we want to do. Maybe I'm supposed to Cannibalize first there, actually. I can like, yeah, buddy. One piece of action in your hand. You didn't want that one, did you? Is this good? If so, why? Please explain. They've got 3 wild shards. I'm sure they're about to just like rip another wildlife off the top and brutally savage us, but you know, it is what it is. Double this up. Candlelight's a good pickup. It's gonna help us close this game out pretty quickly. It also, this is one of the things I missed in the Blood Sapphire build of this deck I was playing, was that this Candlelight really helps fuel our champion power, which is nice. You got to scrounge their Till the Soil there. It's pretty good for them. I think I just play this Darkheart and pass the turn here. I'm gonna play this Darkheart and pass the turn. What's going on, Hats? I believe we know both their cards are shards right now. You two, Hats. Jingle jangle, Merry Christmas. Alright, Acolyte down. I feel like I don't need to play around any speed troops, right? Feels like that's not the case. I'm just gonna start beating them down with this Darkheart plus this Candlelight, hopefully run them out of this game. Massacre is actually an okay pickup here. It kind of insulates us against a wildlife a little bit. Massacre, Scars, Candlelight, Darkheart, all of these things kind of let us play through. It does make them at basic speed. Also, remember, you can't respond to Darkheart's trigger, so my opponent wouldn't have been able to respond to that by making Dreadlings. Even if they could do it as a quick action. I'm gonna take this and just point the blaster upstairs here. Another reason I love this build, I was such an idiot for playing the Sapphire build yesterday. I let Burgle and Bob talk, well, mostly Burgle. I let Burgle talk me into it. I should have gone with my gut. Just mid-range valued the crap out of people. All right, let's do this. Wait, why didn't that illuminate? Oh, Candlelight doesn't work with Runic. That's funny, because it reverts itself. That's really funny. Candlelight doesn't work with Runic cards. Okay. Okay. So the reason why Candlelight doesn't work with Runic cards is Candlelight adds the Illuminate text to the very end of an action. You can see in all of these, it puts it at the very end. And the Runic, so the Illuminate is after where the Runic text is, so the Runic card reverts itself. So they've been holding shards for an Exalted Pathfinder draw. So I assume they have resources to play here. I don't think so. Ooh, and they ripped Eternal Seeker to take my Dark card off the table. Okay. Kind of have a game. Does it work with Runic Upheaval? Is that... You're right. I think it does, actually. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure offhand, then. Okay, well, there's my Wildlife. Do I want to just Herofall this and then Massacre them? Yeah, I think that's good. I'm going to Massacre first to draw a card from this, just to confirm. But I think... maybe because of Gaze? Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. I'm going to do this. And then next turn we can Wildlife for a bunch. By Hero falling the Eternal Seeker, I get rid of their only answer to my Wildlife for 5 next turn, basically. Outside of, like, their own Wildlife. It does leave them Exalted Pathfinders in their deck, but I think that's fine. Will Wildlife pre-combat make these candles slightly larger? Although I guess they can't stack through this now anyways, doesn't really matter. Yep. I should have made one of these a 2/2. Yeah, they are down 2 Neos at this point as well, so we're in a pretty good spot. You need more blocks? Right here, dude. There's a whole container. Alright, best turn back here. Nice! Nice house, Declan. Good job. Good job, Porker. Right, they drew a shard for the turn, which means you get to their champion power. If they hit a Wildlife here, we could be in trouble, right? They get the Wildlife for 7. Get the Wildlife for 8. Dead. I love you, but you're very loud. Alright, so Scars doesn't seem very good here. Riposte and Demented Whispers both seem excellent. Strangle kills Acolyte, and it kills Exalted Pathfinder, which are both like must kills. I love you, but you're very loud. I mean, it's the truth, right? Just the God's honest. Certainly loud. Maybe this isn't a Strangle matchup. I'd probably rather have Massacre to play catch up from Wildlife. It's very loud, child. You're very loud. Need one more cut here. Cutting one Cannibalize probably isn't terrible. Don't really pressure our health total is the thing. Yeah, if you think it's loud over the headset, you should try being here in person. I'll try this. This might be better than the fourth gaze, but I don't know. Wildlife seems like their best payoff card, right? It's like Wildlife and Eternal Seeker are their only payoffs. I guess like Neo's like a pseudo payoff, but like he's like a payoff that just like gets you to the other payoffs.
Nice house.
Nice house, yep.
Nice house, my pet.
Do you want to show them your house? Look at how nice our house is, chat. Look at this house.
Mommy go.
Mommy's upstairs.
My house. Mommy, my house.
Oh no! You gotta rebuild it, bud. You gotta rebuild it. This seems fine, right? Like, I wouldn't use the words exciting, but I use the words fine. Your door. Put a mulligan. You got a couple pieces of spot removal here. Got a Withering Gaze. Should be able to get this down before they play their first 3-cost ramp. Spot checks for a Wildlife in their opener. I'm gonna draw a third shard here, but we got a Haunting Cry, a cantrip to do it too, in case we're in danger of missing. Since we ripped the blood shard on one Leg Fresh, I'm gonna Withering Gaze now, just in case Till the Soil is their only piece of action. Gives them one less draw to find a Wildlife for a 3-cost, but it possibly takes away their 2. Alright. So, Seeker, Pathfinder, Might Singer, Pomegranate. And putting Palm in our own deck is not exciting, but these multiple Herofalls are going to go the distance here. Need to kill Might Singer, need to kill Neo. Go Ruby here with this, probably. We can Herofall on 3. Yep. See if they rip a resource here or not. They didn't have a shard last turn, so they have Seeker, Pathfinder, 1 card we don't know. Yes, the opponent's hand definitely wanted that Palm. Withering Gaze is pretty reasonable this matchup, for sure. Gives us valuable information and disrupts like what they're doing. What's going on, Griffinson? Take him a 2. Second Might Singer's a little annoying. Just gonna go ahead and kill one of these, right? And shoot it down. The slowest hotel day of the year. I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Cannibalize is actually a pretty great draw here. Lets me hold up Herofall / something else. Might Singer actually kind of messes with your Fate Weave, right? Because like if you Fate Weave a resource, you'll put it back into your deck, which is kind of bad for you. All right, if they don't have a Nature's Reigns here, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Let me go see what Declan's problem is. I'm gonna get him a tablet. Declan Scott, buddy. Declan. Show off your house. It's pretty cool. You showed the internet.
I see your house. Can you show me?
Rust Tongue Lasher. Well, that's certainly a card.
You're tired.
He is a little bit tired. Sorry, Declan missed his nap today. We're a little cranky. Yeah, the mic was muted on purpose. Declan was having a meltdown in the background. There's Neo. I think I actually just want a Herofall Neo here. I could Candlelight him. Am I supposed to Candlelight him? Yeah, I'm just gonna Candlelight him actually. Let's get this trigger on the rest of my stuff here. Get him right out of there. We did that in response to the champ power, so they couldn't draw a shard when they played that resource off the top. Riposte is just an excellent draw. It gives us insurance against their best possible draw, which is Wildlife. I think I'm just going to pass the turn here, right? I guess I could shoot this and start attacking. I'm just going to pass the turn for that. I feel like we're pretty firmly in the driver's seat, right? Even Eternal Seeker I know about, I believe. I guess that might have been reason to... Nah, not really. Block. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and Candlelight this. So you give all the rest of my actions an additional Illuminate. Gargolith, sure. Sure, that's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and play this Haunting Cry out here with Scrounge. Make 2 more candles here.
Bow. 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 Bow.
So I'm going to play this. I'm going to go ahead and give my candles +1/+1. A champ power this, see what we draw. I think this is just like a smash U-turn. Do this. I guess, do they have a... I think they have an Eternal Seeker I know about, don't they? That might be true. They might have an Eternal Seeker that I know about. Discarded one earlier, but I can't remember if they discarded that or if we buried it. That might be a little aggressive on the Herofall on my part. I have a Gargolith that we know about. Yeah, so there's an Eternal Seeker. I might have known about this. She might have made that attack a little bit loose. Another Riposte. Definitely doing this. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this, see what we find. I'll go ahead and play this and make 2 candles, just to like have some dorks in play. We're flooding a little bit here. We're at a pretty healthy life total though. They're at 5. Like Sand's another Eternal Seeker. We're in a pretty good spot. Oh, I guess we knew about that, right? I guess we need to hit some live ones here. Another Dark Heart would be great. Light of Flame's not bad. So let's just keep going wide here. Like all these candles can each quickly become lethal. Need to dodge another Seeker. I'd love for them to have a Wildlife, even just a ramp spell here, so I just play these Ripostes out. You have to shovel, it's time to bury a nerd. Ooh, ooh, I found a piece of candy. GG. Alright, I had the one that was good for us. Alright, sweet.